Can anybody guess what this is? Well, actually, can anybody guess what I'm going to do with it? So, it's time to take my 1997 Rainbow PN2, some loud bugs out there, and see if there's a bearing in there that we need to do something with. Yeah, how about we go and look into that? And we're doing it outside, so if the bugs make a racket, there's not much I can do about it. There. Just pop off. There's that. And this comes off. The new belt. And let's see what we got here. At least 2 screws right in here. Out. There's the fun part. Remember exactly how this comes out. About like that, I guess. And there's the top. I think I put a new seal in. Yeah, I did. There's this. Been there a while. And here's the modem right here. 12497. So using some persuasion here, block of wood in this 8mm socket, pounded this bearing out, and yes, it is yet another 608Z. So that's what we're going to get. That thing will focus. But how about we take this sticky bearing apart and see how bad it is. This one they had glued in on the edges right here on the outer race. It was glued in. And this is awful. It barely turns. It almost feels like there's glue in there. I mean, it's not loose and spinning freely at all. It's somewhat seized, really. It's about halfway or so seized, but it feels like there's glue in it or something. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah. Okay, so here, take a look at this. So the grease has literally become chunky, and we've seen that before. But I mean, this is from 1997, right? So, yeah, see that right there? Yeah, that's not good. It's definitely not good. And I imagine the other side's probably about the same way. Missed an edge. There we go. Come on, off you go. You're no good to anybody now. Yeah, same kind of thing. So it has more or less dried up. There, see that? It's just a goo. And here's what it looks like. Right? And this, honestly, is near failure. Yeah, it's just really, really messed up. Good. So we have a new 608ZZ for that. Now for a fun part. So this bearing's put on blind, like I've done for many other bearings, but I do have somewhat of a guide, so it's not completely blind. So see those dirty wear marks right there in the commutator? Guess what? If I look right down that little hole, I can align that just about perfectly right through that little hole. You might not be able to see it, but the bottom line is, when I put this bearing on the end, I have to get this down to a certain spot where not only does it fit tight in here, but it has to make the com bars line up with where the brushes are going to go. So, won't that be fun? Okay, the motor is mostly back together. Real pain doing this, trying to align everything correctly. But if you look real close, right here, I have the alignment with the brushes and the commutator right where I want it. Oh yeah. That is super nice. That is really super nice. And did you hear the RPM increase after I reseated everything with the seating stone right there? So yeah, considering that the vast majority of this motor is from 1997, that's in really good shape. So obviously massively re-oiled bearing here and a replaced bearing here. Original carbon brushes as far as I can tell.